Fresh Coast Gamers. We're here at Gamer Sanctuary again for some awesome bolt action gaming. So today we're going to do a battle out of tank war. It's actually the first scenario in there. It's actually built for French guys versus, or sorry, British guys versus German guys in France. But I co-opted it here for Slovaks versus Soviets in the Ukraine. And so instead of one objective in the center of the board, there are three objectives. There's one right here, one in the middle, and then one on the other flank, and those are made by Historique. They are pretty awesome. They're laminated, and then they have felt backing, and they're like 60 millimeter rectangles or something like that. I have deployed 2 units. I have a light anti-tank gun, a VZ-37, and then a 38T, or an LT-38 as known by the Slovaks. Those guys are the rear guard for the division that held back last night in the town, and then they are getting reinforced here. So the other platoons here, I have 3 more 38s, VZ-38s, and an anti-tank rifle riding in a heavy field car. That is a Tatra 97, hilarious looking car. Medium artillery pulled by an RSO, which is an artillery tractor basically. Over here, little ahistoric, they never really used these back 3 tanks outside of in their homeland, but I have 2 Panzer 35s, or VZ-35s, that was like their main tank, a Panzer II, Panzer IIIN, and then a Marder H, which is built on the 38 chassis. And so again, they never really used those last 3 outside of the Slovak National Uprising, but to get some variety in here, I picked them up. All right, let's look at the Russian platoons. 2 tank platoons, so they have 3 T-34-76s with Su-76I. That guy has a light howitzer and a medium AT gun at the same time. He can fire both shells. And then a truck with inexperienced guys. The Soviet special rule says that they can have inexperienced rifle squad for free. The other the other platoon led by Joe has 3 T-34-85s and an inexperienced rifle squad in a truck. And again, they are trying to get to the objectives. It's basically straight up attrition points. So whoever kills the most points wins the game. However, the Soviets get to add the points value of any of their tanks near these objectives when the game ends. All right, so we'll check back after turn 1. All of my stuff is starting off the board except for the 2 in the middle, and all of their stuff is starting on the board. All right, so we finished turn 1. Not a whole lot going on. I lost the RSO tractor here after he pulled on the medium howitzer. And I took 2 pins on that 38 T that was on the board. My my light AT gun did go on ambush. And then mostly a general advance on the Soviet side. Over here, the 76 has moved up the board. Su-76 is in ambush. And then we got infantry coming up to the middle of the board as well. We are playing a rule where if you roll a 6, then you have to roll on the mud chart. There is a mud chart. And basically you can become immobilized. Let's take a look from this flank over here. You can see the Martyr H, 235s, Panzer II, and then the 38. And then I have a lot of stuff in reserve over there. All right, so let's see turn 2. Turn 2. Each force is moving up the board. You can see 2nd platoon came on the board, and a bunch of tanks are scrumming around over there. The Martyr is currently blocked by his own tank, so he'll have to see if he can get out of the way first. Joe did take 4 pins on the tank on his left flank, so he may not move next turn. And the rest of the board, Robert moved up a little bit. We're moving on to turn 3. I did lose the tractor here. I think that was it. All right, so we finished turn 3 there. Notable things happening here. Both Soviet trucks moved up into the middle. One took an AT round right through the entire truck, killed some guys inside. They took 6 pin markers, but they got into their building. And these guys are standing on the objective in the middle as well. Robert is trying to outrange me here, so he's backing up. His long range is 60 minus 48, makes sense, although he's over half as well, so he's taking some penalties. And Joe rallied that tank over there, took off all 5 pins. So all that hard work by my little tanks did nothing. All right, so we're on to turn 4. This is quick. Tank war is nice. All right, so bottom of turn 4, a lot of stuff happened this turn. They blew up one of my 38s over here, and Joe blew up one of my 35s over there. I don't deserve that because I charged in. I did take down one of his T-34-85s, and we are facing off right here in the middle, so I'll give you a big overhead shot. You'll see it's kind of a scrum right there in the middle. The infantry did take both buildings now, so it's going to be hard to pop them out of there. And other than that, I think the Martyr has 2 pins on it. And then that 38T over there has 2 pins on it as well. All right, we're on to turn 5. All right, so that's the end of turn 4. You'll notice a burning 38, a burning T-34-76, burning T-35, burning Martyr over here, Martyr H. So I lost quite a few models that turn. I also lost the AT. Yeah, I lost him last turn. I lost the AT gun in the building. So the Soviets are moving up slowly but surely. They have, 4 tanks left? 5 with the SU. 5 tanks on the Soviet side. and I got 5 on my side, but their tanks are much better than mine. So, all right, so we're gonna play 5 turns just because I gotta get home to put the kids to bed. So let's see what happens turn 5. They gotta move up to the objectives. They don't have to, but it'll make it easier for them to win, and I need to stop them. And I think all of our leader skills have been used. I actually used mine here to pull my guy back using a recce move. So he got out of the way of a downtown shot down the road here. All right, so bottom of turn 5, like I said, I have to go home and take care of my kids, but they blew up another tank over here. So there's 3 tanks blown up on that side. Joe's tankers did a good job over here. Over here, I did take some more pins on this side from Robert's T-34s. His tanks are largely pretty good over here. I think he had 1 pin left, but that was it. So he would have advanced up and probably done some more damage. I really only had 3 tanks left at bottom of turn 5, so it would have gotten pretty ugly, I think. It's very hard for my, my light AT to get through the T-34. So we're calling this one a Soviet win. I will put the points up on the screen in just a minute, but it was fun. It was kind of cool to do a different type of scenario, kind of cool to incorporate the mud. It really didn't make a huge difference, although a couple turns, a couple tanks didn't move. So check it out. Come back for some more bolt action.